Monday morning to all of you. This is Sunaina, youth and family life coach from Athena Life Coaching. Today's question comes from a parent, which I think she has spoken for loads of parents, who says that I am struggling to motivate my children. They seem to be addicted to watching episodes and series on YouTube and to chatting with their friends on the computer. What do I do? Well, the 5 strategies are, the first thing is to rethink what your role as a parent is. Your role as a parent is to create boundaries. Firstly, around what they can watch, what they can't watch. Are you up to date with what your child is watching on YouTube? Are you up to date with sort of who he or she is speaking to with regard to messaging? So please stay updated. Talk to your children about what they're doing, what they're watching, who they're speaking to, and speak to them about what they can watch and what they can't watch. The second thing is time. Give them a certain time that they can watch series, the ones that you've approved of, for how much time, what is the cutoff. On weekdays, I per se do not encourage my children to watch anything, because there's only so much of time to have family time, so much of time to do their homework, so much of time to relax. So weekdays can get pretty tight. So I would actually advise you to see to it that your children do not indulge in such activities during weekdays. And weekends, you can decide how much of time needs to be spent alone on their computers or messaging or chatting on the computer. The third thing is, yes, we do want our children not to be watching YouTube or series, but recently I was speaking to a mom who has been setting up some new thing in her life, and she is so busy that actually she cannot devote time to her children, and her children are at home alone without any resources to do something with their time. And given the accessibility that children have these days to television, to computers, to laptops, to internet, it becomes easier and easier for them to watch things. So it is up to you as a parent to decide how much of time you're going to spend with your child, because I can assure you, if you want to spend time with your child, quality time, not the time when you are cribbing and doing their homework, but quality time, they would appreciate that more rather than being on the internet. And saying that, what is the habit you've created so far? Have you left them alone for the last 2 years and suddenly overnight you expect them to enjoy your company? That's not going to happen. It's going to be a gradual process. Coming to the fourth point, what are you modeling as a parent? Are you always on the iPad? The other day, somebody brought in their teenage daughter, and while they complained as parents to me about how much she was addicted to Facebook and she was on the iPad, and before leaving, the mum actually turned around and said, I actually also want to tell you about my husband, that he comes back from office and the first thing he does is he sits on the iPad for 3 hours without listening to anything I have to say. So what are you modeling for your child? And the last thing is, the fifth thing is, how do we get our children away from something and towards something? How do we disconnect your child from the iPad, from the Facebook, from whatever he or she is addicted to, towards something else? Is your child clear on what he or she wants to achieve? What are his goals? What are his passions? Even if he's a little bit younger, what does he want to do? Whether it is to pursue art, music, dancing, it can be extra. What does he want to excel in? Does he have that clarity? Does he have that emotional attachment to his goal? And are you as a parent able to help him out? If the answer is no, then do email me on sunainaathena@gmail.com, because through my youth coaching program, this is exactly what I help to do. I help children to discover their innate strengths, their innate passions, what it is that lights them up. Because once they're connected to their goal, and by goal I don't mean about whether they're going to be a scientist, what it is that excites them, that makes them come alive, the more they do that, the more emotional connection we can build towards that, and the less need they have of going in that direction. So it's so important for us as parents to help our children discover their true passion, what lights them up, to help them be more motivated and inspired to live a more passionate life. So if you need any help with your child, please contact me for my fabulous foolproof youth coaching program where I help your child to discover their inner strengths and passion. And to recap, how to stop struggling with taking your child away from the internet, from watching series and that addiction, towards motivating and inspiring them. We need to give them something, right? So the 5 strategies are: you as a parent need to create boundaries around what they can and they cannot watch. The second thing is timing. How much time are they allowed to watch those things? The third thing is, are you spending quality, fun time with your child, that they don't need to engage in that because they engage with you? The fourth thing is, what are you modeling as a parent? Are you reading a book? Are you spending time with your children? Are you spending time in your development that your child is watching and is encouraged to do that? And the last and most important point, is your child clear on what he needs to do? What is it that inspires him? What is it that excites him, so that he is motivated to pursue that? So if you have any questions with regard to my youth coaching program, email me on sunainaathena@gmail.com or call me on 05613999033. I look forward to hearing from you soon.